Hi everyone, it's Michelle with Craftwithmv. That's me. Today this is a card we're making. I need to, unfortunately, come up with a sympathy card, so this is what I've decided to do. I thought I'd share it with you. So that's the card we're going to be making. I'll just put it over here for now. And let me start with the paper we're going to be using. We're going to be using Watermelon Wonder, and we're doing it 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to be using Mossy Meadow paper, and we're going to need one that's 2 1/4 by 4 inches, and one that's 4 1/2 by 3 1/4 inches. I have Birthday Bouquet Designer Series papers. I cut a piece at 3 3/4 by 2 inches. Then I also have the Whisper White cardstock, a 4 by 3 piece. A scrap piece of paper for our sentiment. We'll be using 2 inks today. We're going to be using the Watermelon Wonder and the Garden Green. Those are the 2 inks, and we're going to need sponges for those. The stamp set we're going to be using, actually it's a bundle. We're going to be using the Rose Wonder bundle, which comes with the Rose Garden framelits. With Stampin' Up, the bundles are always 15% off if you buy them together as the bundle. You can of course buy them separately. So that's what we're using. This is from the 2016 Occasions catalog. The framelits we'll be using are this one just for this leaf here. You'll see that I cut out just that leaf. And I'm using this flower that was in the framelit set. This is beautiful too, by the way. We'll do something with that later. And then this for the sentiment. Okay, so I went ahead and cut out the 2 pieces, which I don't know if you can see on the white paper, but in the Whisper White cardstock, I cut out the flower, and then as you can see, I don't know if you can see real good, but I cut out just that leaf. I did a little trimming to make it look like this, but I got just the corner leaf there. That's all I wanted to use. Okay, so to start, I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper because I want to sponge these 2 items. Just make sure I have the right sides. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Watermelon Wonder, and we're just going to sponge. You can either tap it or rub it a little bit. You want to be careful though, going around this flower. So I just want to get some good color on there. Keep going until you get it as dark as you want or as light as you want. It doesn't need to be perfectly even. You kind of want that little natural look. As you can see, you want that little natural look. So there's our flower. We're using this later. And we're going to take the Garden Green, and we will be sponging that, the leaf, so you get to see the leaf better when I do this. Okay, set that aside. Just got ink all over my hand. Okay. So we're going to set those aside to dry. So we want them to dry, because what we're going to do in the meantime is we're going to be placing our designer series paper on the smaller piece of the mossy green. So let's go ahead and use our snail adhesive. Whoops, would help if I used it the right way. We'll attach that to this piece. Okay, and that's going to go towards the one side of the card, so we can go ahead and attach that. Like so. Okay, we're going to put this off to the side because I am going to stamp my sentiment. The sentiment I'm using, of course, is the With Sympathy sentiment from the set. So let me go ahead and stamp that. Okay. Now we're gonna cut this out. Okay, so I've gone ahead and taken my big shot and cut out this sentiment. Okay, now I can go to putting these two on the cards. So I'll be placing them something like that. What I'm going to be using is the thin tip glue. So actually I'm going to glue it on scrap paper just so that I can keep it neat. This glue comes out very thin. What I do is I put dots all over the place. You don't want to put too much on. Doesn't take much. So I just put dots. Okay, so I'm going to place this on. And that we'll put there. Press it down. There we go. Now we're going to do the same thing with the leaf. Oops. Little dots. Oops, put a little too much up on top. I'll wipe a little bit of that off because a little too much of a dot. Okay. I'm going to put this, oops, put it where you can see it. I'm going to be placing this probably right in there. Good. And push that down. Okay. Going to move this out of the way. Now to close this glue, the easiest way, hold the tip against your finger and then just guide in, whoops, guide in the tip. That I find is the easiest to get it closed. Now we can finish putting our card together. Whoops, I'm going to take that and place this. I'm going to place this on the green, so I'm going to go ahead and, so you can see it, go ahead and put this on here. And I'm going to go ahead and take this. I'm going to place this. Like that on the card. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and sponge the sentiment. I'm going to do both the Watercolor Wonder and the Garden Green. So I'm going to be done doing it with both of them. So we'll start with the Watercolor Wonder. Okay. Okay, we're done with that. Now I'm going to do the Garden Green. Just go right over it in the Garden Green. Okay, we're done with that. We'll put some dimensionals on the back. Okay, again with the dimensionals, yeah, just kind of put your nail in the center, pops up a side, you can peel it right off. It's just a trick I learned over the years, and it's coming very helpful. There's no static. Okay, now we're going to place our sentiment right here. Good. There's our card. Hope you like it. And thanks for watching this video. As usual, down below in the description will be all the items that I used today, and my blog will have directions. I'll have a link, PDF link in my blog, and if you like this video, subscribe.